it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am here with the May Fun Fold Challenge video. So you probably know there's a group of us upload videos at 5 o'clock on the 5th of the month, and we share a different fun fold card each month. So this month was a new one for me, and it's not really the card that's the fun fold, it's the I suppose the embellishment of the card, and I think it's called a fun fold pop-up, and it was Jennifer Maguire who shared this design. So this is the one that I did a little play around with earlier. So Jennifer's original videos, this is on the front of the card, the little pop-up element, and I was trying to think what could I do that would be a wee bit different, and I decided to put it on the inside but with a window. So the idea is it folds flat, and when you open the envelope, take it out, it pops up. So I'm using the new Alice in Wonderland collection, which came with the Simply Cards and Papercrafts magazine, and it is very cute. So I'm using that collection. I'm really annoyed with myself because I made a card yesterday for a friend's birthday, and I used that collection, and I made one of the hexagonal sort of pop-up cards, and it was really cute, and I filmed it, and my camera has lost it, so I'm really hoping it doesn't lose this. So I'm going to do the base bit for the card first, and while I was having a play around this morning, I realised that I need to glue the paper on before I cut the window, and I'll show you why I need to do that, because I've wasted some paper in a card, which is always annoying. So I'm going to glue this in place, and then I'm going to show you the mistake. So this is one of the foiled papers from that collection. So for this one, I confidently cut my window, and then I tried to match it up with the patterned paper, and as you can see, I did a really bad job. So what I'm going to do is, what I want to do is cut a window that this frame is going to go round. So that is the outer edge, and this is the inner edge, and you can use any shape you like as long as it's symmetrical for this. So for this one that I did earlier, I used this nesting dies, and then this time I'm using ovals. So I'll pause it and I'll come back once I've cut that aperture. Okay, so I have just cut this out, and you get the 2 layers. That's absolutely fine. Now, I suppose if I wasn't adding a layer like the frame around it, maybe it would be a problem, but I don't think it would. So I'm just going to pop that on before I go any further. So these are really cute papers. The only issue I would say is the toppers are all quite big. You can't really use them on a small card, but the good thing is you can get the papers digitally on Craft World. So what I did for this little one of the white rabbit, I printed it off on a smaller size and just fussy cut him out, and I fussy cut these little clocks off the paper as it was. And this I'm late was from a stamp set that I've got, this All and Create white rabbit. So that's what I did for this, but this window is a wee bit bigger, so I think that's going to work fine. So I don't want it to look boring around where the pop-up bit is going to be, so I'm going to stick this contrasting paper, also from the collection, on the inside. So make sure I've got the hearts the right way up, and I'm just gonna pop that there, and yeah, that's fine. So now for the fancy fold bit. So you want, whatever shape you're doing, you're going to need 4 identical pieces, and these are quite thick cardstock. I think they are 300 GSM. Now when Jennifer Maguire did it, she also used one piece that was the next size down, but you don't see that. I couldn't quite figure out why that was there. Maybe it's really obvious and I'm just being a bit daft, but if you know, let me know. So for 2 of these, you're going to fold them in half, and I'm not bothered with a scoreboard because you won't see it, so I'm just going to do that by eye and then use my bone folder to crease them like so. So these 2 are going to sit like this. Then you're going to cut one into half. So I am just going to draw down there, and is that right? No. Let's squint. There we go. That's better. So cut that like so, and that's going to stick on top. Like so. So you could do circles, any shapes you like. I was thinking if you had like a nesting set of butterflies, that could look really nice. I don't think I've got like large nesting butterflies, but I'm sure they exist. Anything that's symmetrical, so it's a good excuse to look through your dies and see what you've got. So that is that. Now for the little, so that's already a little bit springy, but we want to make it even springier than that. So you're going to make some little accordion pieces. So you need 2 pieces. I don't know why I've drawn out 4, but 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 2 inches. And you're going to take your scoreboard for this bit and score them at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5 inches. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5 inches. Like so. And then just gonna fold them up like the little accordion. Like so. And then put some glue on one side and pop it kind of in the middle. And then you're going to put another piece on the top. So you just need to put glue on the other side of that. Line those two up and then make sure it's all nicely in place. Now I am going to stick this, so I'm going to put glue on the two back bits. If you were just doing it on the front of the card, I would like put all this together on the front, but somehow when I'm putting it in this aperture I want to do it this way round, but maybe I'm just making it more complicated. So there we go, get that nicely stuck down. So imagine it coming out the card and then opening out the envelope and then opening up. So for decorating it, I have got another gold piece, and I've got this piece also from that collection, and I fussy cut. This was one of the toppers, but it had quite a big white border, and I thought if I take the white border away, then it will, that'll sit better like that. Now I like this colour, but I want it to be a birthday one, so what I could do is I could mount that on there. So I'm just going to take off the those wee pieces that where it's been in the held in place. Like so. And just give it a wee bit of a border. I wonder if I might chop the flag bits off actually. I should have done that before I put the glue on, but there we go. And then that's going to fit on there. Let that sit for a minute. Pop this on. To that. And then this should be stuck in place now. So I'm just going to put some glue round. Round there, and then pop this. Check that. So there we go. So Queenie's gonna go on there. Oops. Just cut this little border around it. Like so. How am I going to fit this on now? Could stick it up like that. Okay, I'll put the queen on. So she's kind of tucked inside, and then get some of these sticky pads. These are not very sticky. They've been in my craft room for a long time, but that's okay because I'm going to add the glue. Just to give that wee bit of, oh, they're sticky when you don't want them to be. Isn't that the way always? So right. Okay. Now put that on like so, and then maybe a wee bit of Nouveau drops just because, well, I always put on some Nouveau drops. Okay, so I've got gold, I've got pink, maybe red. What will I do? Try a wee scrap here and just see what's, is this going to be a good sort of red? Yeah, that could work. I think that there's too much pink on it. I think that is quite a good gold, but maybe the sparkly gold would be. Okay, so put that out the way so I don't smudge it. Three there. And then maybe that there. So this is my Fun Fold pop-up card for me, and there's still plenty space inside to write your message. You could add further decoration round the outside if you wanted, but I really like that, and it's dead easy. You see the mechanism in there, nice and easy. All you need is some nesting, symmetrical shaped dies, and however you want to decorate. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like and leave me a wee comment, and if you're not subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe as well. You'll find in the description box for this video all the other ladies who are completing this collaboration, including Monica Wikluska, who is our leader. I think there's a couple of ladies aren't able to participate this month, so I will include them as well, but I'll make a note that they're probably not doing this card. And there's also a Facebook group, so if you want to see more inspiration each month for that design fold, then you can hop on over there. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.